Hi, my name is Doug Shepard, and I would like to share my recipe for what I call the Woodinville Smoked Old Fashioned Whiskey. And I'm going to be highlighting our local brand of bourbon today, which is made from Woodinville, Washington, here in the United States. And wonderful brand. I highly encourage you to give it a try if you get the opportunity. If you're not from the Northwest or Northwest part of the United States, it might be a little hard to find, but if you do get into the Northwest area, and I know they are branching out into other parts, other states right now, feel free to give it a try. You can also go to woodinvillewhiskeyco.com to find their website, or you can also find Woodinville Whiskey on Facebook. Check them out, give it a try. But let's go ahead and get going here, and I'll show you what we're going to do with creating a Woodinville Whiskey Smoked Old Fashioned. So, a few things that you're going to need are obviously Woodinville bourbon or rye, depending whatever you like better. I prefer the bourbon myself, but the rye is really good too. You're going to need some Woodinville whiskey syrup, maple syrup. I've actually got some here. This is a great gift pack if you're in the area there. It contains both the bourbon, a couple glasses, and the maple syrup made by Woodinville whiskey that's also aged or cured in old oak barrels that were used to make the bourbon in the first place. I also use bitters. I use the Lee Brothers Old Fashioned bitters. Whatever your favorite brand of bitters or that you have work just fine. Just happen to be the ones that I happen to have on file there. Luxardo cherries. These are very expensive cherries. Really expensive cherries. Make sure to let the kids know that these are not candy that they can just go into and steal out of there. My kids always go in there and take the cherries out of here, and then I come back and find that I got half a jar of cherries left, and like crazy. One orange is always a good thing. Also, make sure to let the family know that if you have one orange saved up for doing a demonstration of how to make an old fashioned, that they don't eat the orange. I had to run out and buy another orange because my wife ate the orange previously slated for this demonstration. And then also, we're going to be smoking this one, so you're going to want to have a smoker and some smoked chips. I'm using just some maple smoked wood chips in my smoker. And you can find all sorts of smokers online, not a problem. And also some methods of smoking. I'm going to use an old crystal decanter to smoke my bourbon once I've got it all mixed up. So you can go online and learn all sorts of different ways to smoke your bourbons or your brandies or whatever. And with that, those are the basic ingredients that you need. So let's go ahead and start making one. All right, now let's get to mixing. This is the fun part. We're going to start off with some Woodinville whiskey or bourbon. And you're going to do 2 parts bourbon, or more, if you so desire. Sometimes I do 3 parts. Because if you're going to make it, might as well go all out, right? And then you're going to do about a teaspoon of Woodinville maple syrup. A dash more. followed by, stir that around a little bit. You do your bitters. Now everybody's different with their bitters, so I like a lot of bitter, so I tend to do, for this amount, I usually do about 4 or 5 dashes of bitters. But again, everybody's different, so whatever you prefer. Mix that around. Now, now here comes the fun part. You've added your bitters, you've added your bourbon, you've added your maple syrup. Now we're going to smoke this thing. So, what I do is this over here so you can see this. I've taken an old decanter, and this is how I'm using it to smoke. I've got a lighter. This is a smoker, and I'm just going to fill this decanter with smoke. And you do it in such a way that you don't set your fire alarm off in the house. And it doesn't take much, as you can see. And then what I do is I take a funnel, put the funnel in there, and I place my mix into the decanter. And then just swirl it around for 2-3 minutes. Don't shake it, just a swirl is more than sufficient. And once you're done with that, you can actually go in, take your ice cube that you're going to pour over the top of. And it's really cool presentation wise is to actually, if you're going to be serving this to somebody, bring the glass and the decanter that is smoked to the table or wherever you're going to be presenting it at, and pour the drink with the smoke right into the glass and finish the last bits of the old-fashioned decor. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to go ahead and pour this over ice. And you're going to want to take your orange peel that hopefully you took off of your orange earlier. And what I do is I take and I heat the little orange peel up just a little bit, not too much, just enough to get those juices really flowing. Squeeze that out there like that, twist it in, drop that into your drink. And then to finish this off, take your cherries, scoop out a cherry or 2. I usually do 2 cherries. And then I do a little bit of juice too, add in there. And there you go. You have your Woodinville whiskey smoked old fashioned. I hope you enjoyed this little presentation. Let's give it a sip here. That's really good. Give it a try. go ahead and make some comments down below. Let me know what you think if you give this a try, or if you've got twists or changes that you'd like to see, or that maybe you've tried when you've tried to make this yourself. Let me know. I'm anxious to hear what you guys think, and maybe I'll come up with something else next time to make for you. But until then, enjoy your Woodinville whiskey smoked old fashioned. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.